Hello, hello, help me! Help me! I'm trapped in a gelatinous cube. I don't know what to do. Oh. Hello, hello, and welcome to this special spooky episode of my gelatinous cube that's going to block my view for quite a while.
I have to imagine with its digestion rate that this is going to be a very short episode.
Yeah, exactly. I'm stuck in here with a beholder and something else that I have hanging. So hello. Hopefully the crinkling isn't too loud and too buggy. Oh god, it's a ghost. Ghost on screen.
Haunted pancake.
Haunted pancake. So of course, good morning to our pancakes and champions alike. My name is Shawn, stuck in the gelatinous cube. And oh, can they not hear me? Jessica, can you hear me? Uh-oh. Hold on. Uh-oh. Alright, this is gonna come off right now. Oh god. Can you hear me? Hello? Lee, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Uh-oh.
We're on Zoom.
Oh, we can hear. Okay, good. Whew. Okay. Hold on. I'll put it back on. I'll put it back on so we can keep going with the intro. Okay. Had me worried. We had a little bit of a technical soundboard malfunction before the stream, so had me really worried. Even with the cube on, good. Okay. It's actually okay. Whew. Panic attack in the beginning. Yes. So my name is Shawn. I'm stuck in a gelatinous cube here on a spooky Friday. And of course, it's beautiful Victoria, British Columbia. And with me today, if forever, is my ghost on an arm best friend, Lee.
Hello,
Boom.
forever best friend Shawn and Sasha.
Sasha. Of course, we have Sasha helping moderate and co-produce the stream today, who I'm assuming is also dressed up because he definitely got the message.
I'm coming to you live from the Icewind Deli and respite of an 80-degree Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah. Okay, this thing's already fogging up and really warm, so there's no way.
And the crinkles are just driving me bonkers.
All right. So he chooses to be inside the cube. Yes, the cube is where I live, and it's my home. That is really warm. So
I am cube now.
Yeah, I am the cube. I am one with the cube. I'll put it on again a bit later because it's great. Nevada made that for me, actually, out of a bunch of cellophane, some straws, and some scotch tape.
I'm going to start making this pancake.
Yeah, go for it. Hide your phone, hide your phone, hide your phone, hide your phone. There you go. Come on, man. Yeah. We have some good ones today. So it's going to be a lot of fun. What is that? Oh, laughs today. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Okay, close that tab. That tab was turned on. Yeah. How was your week, man? How's it going? I feel like it's been forever.
Good. It does feel like it's been forever, even though it also feels like this week has gone by really fast.
Yeah. Yes, the artwork behind me is one of our Isle Champions banners. I had to turn off the chroma key on the webcam because if not, the cube is just translucent, so it doesn't really look like anything. But you can still see my face, so figured I would just turn off the chroma key for today, and then we'll put that on for next week. Yeah. Sorry. So you had a good weekly? My brain is the technical malfunction in the beginning has scattered my brain.
I know, and all I can remind you is that our pancakes are wonderful. This is the show we've now been doing for 31 weeks, which is
wow. It's a very, very long time.
Yeah. It is 30 weeks more than I anticipated people would be willing to watch me make pancakes.
Yeah.
But
and
luckily,
we're so grateful for people hanging around. Yeah.
I'm thrilled that they were introduced me to a Shawn that would keep
Shawn?
this interesting.
Yeah. I think you mean the Shawn. Yeah.
Did I say Shawn?
You said Shawn. You said Shawn. But you should have been the Shawn. So how's
It's the Sasha. It's
that is true. You keep showing your phone, dude. You're spoiling it for everybody. I'm gonna buy you a phone stand. And I'm gonna ship it out to you. Because I think it's necessary at this point. Oh, hello, Lauren. How are you? How's everybody in chat? How is everybody? How's everybody's day going? How's everyone's Liar's Night been? It's been a fun week. A lot of fun stuff. Hey, Starfish, how's it going? And for the record, I did have breakfast on the way here because it's an important day. Because it's the day before Halloween. So I want to make sure that I'm all pumped and ready to go.
Yeah. I was so excited. I woke up at 4:45 in the morning for this.
Oh. It took you that long to get your costume ready, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. M. Snyder 84 kid knows what was breakfast. It was a Tim Hortons bagel belt.
Come on, you all know that if it's an actual food, it's a Tim Hortons.
It's gonna be something from Tim Hortons. It's on the way to work. So, Lauren says it's been a busy day. Tash is available for pre-order on D&D Beyond. Ooh, nice. That's going to be a good book.
Yeah, and as to Lauren, as to a tweet I saw of yours recently about good news from something stressful that was stressing you for a while, I'm very glad that good news is the end result. Just wanted to say that.
That's very cryptic.
With words. Well, I mean, it was a cryptic message. I'm just happy that the end result is good.
Good. Well, Lauren sends you a heart, so you're good. Question: the Halloween sale link in game takes me to PAX. Oh, excuse me, to the PAX tab of the store, but nothing is on sale. Have I bought it all? Yeah, it sounds likely. There's a lot of things on sale. Let me see if I can find that list.
Since it's Halloween, is your soul for sale?
Yes. for the right price, yes.
Appropriately spooky, or was it campy? I don't know.
I think it's not even spooky. All right, sales. What we got? We are selling. Ooh, the Celeste starter pack is on a really big sale, 75% off. The Iron Pup is on sale. The Baby Owl Bear is on sale. Man, like most of the skins are on sale. All the Blood War skins are on sale. Shade Artemis is on sale. The Patron skin packs are on sale. It's going to be. It's a sale weekend. We got it. It's Halloween sale weekend. Because these are only until the 2nd. And also, the Hand of Archon, Hand of Vecna skin, and the Healer of Toro skin for Celeste, those are going to be discontinued soon. So just keep that in mind. If you don't have them, they will be going away at some point. I put a note all about it at the end of the Q&A, which means I don't remember what the date was, because my memory does not go that far. Shawn, where's your spooky costume? Oh, I got you. One sec. It's really loud and crinkly though. All right. Gelatinous cube.
You went real ASMR with it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it doesn't sit very well either. But oh, how cute! Thanks. Oh god, the beholder's stuck. Nope, it wasn't the beholder. Yeah. No air holes. There's one big air hole at the bottom, and that's all I need. But it does pick up and get really warm really quick, and everything's kind of green. Nice little filter. So I have gelatinous, no gelatinous keep emotes, and I am sad. Aw, sorry, Lauren. Okay, that's already really warm. So it'll be on and off during the stream. Much like Dylan did last year with his green screen cloaked like flame skull helmet. Yes, I have checked. I have bought it all. Good. Apollon got an epic and a feat from the free golden chest. Dang,
that's cool.
That's really good. That's super lucky. Was it your what's it called your pity epic or just a random epic? Shawn, I love it. You must use that for shopping rather than a mask. I'd move a lot slower because it's a gelatinous cube. I gotta like go slowly. Apollon, random epic. Nice. Yeah, that's super lucky then. Got the dream chest. Oh. Well, I'm glad my chest coat could help because I almost forgot to make one.
It's true. It was yummy pancakes when I walked in, and I was like, haven't we done that? Yeah,
that was like the first one. And Sasha so graciously reminded me, hey, do we have a code this week? And I was like, oh no! So that was a panic mode and a half. So do you have any plans for the? Oh, hey, hello, Dr. Dan Cake. I'm assuming Hank. Yeah. You have any plans for tomorrow?
I work all day.
Oh.
But, yeah. So Ashley and her mom are gonna dress the baby in his adorable skunk costume.
Yeah. Oh, okay. One more. I gotta do one more costume because Mr. Meat Zombie is here. And I told him about it already because we play Genshin Impact together. Oh, one sec. Things are getting stuck and lines are getting crossed. Oh no, he's stuck up top. That's fine. There we go. My gelatinous cube. Oh god. It doesn't sit very well, unfortunately, but it works. That's incredible. Thank you. You got him a little skunk costume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cute.
I do want to see pictures of that because I bet he's gonna be adorable.
Weirdest thing?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No?
I won't be letting you see any pictures.
Oh.
I'm sure we'll be posting some, but I'm gonna work on the algorithm that allows hide from Shawn.
Yeah. I see Nevada's logged back into my Twitch account. That makes sense. I know I'm wearing it sideways. It works better this way. You're beautiful, Shawn. Thank you. Nevada did all the hard work. We looked over when we went and bought a pack of straws, and I came downstairs and she's like, "Here, I made you a cube." And I was like, "Oh, goddamn, okay." Kid like 101 got an epic from Minsk. Gets his first one. Oh, okay. Oh, that's warm. Jesus. Whew. All right. It's on and off.
You're saying the words cosplayers have to keep to themselves during.
Yeah.
It's so hot.
Cosplaying is brutal. So Kid Like 101 got an epic from Minsk. It's his first one. Nice, congrats. Glad I could help. Shawn, I usually would tell us the little kids, but you're not supposed to put bags in your head. What? No one's ever told me that. Well, if you had made it to fit, it wouldn't have been a cube. I appreciate your dedication to realism. Oh, thank you. Off to bed, Pennyfish. You're welcome. Sleep well. When you wake up, it'll be Halloween, I hope. Or it's already Halloween, depending on where you are.
Is it already Halloween?
That's tomorrow. I was getting bad luck getting gold chests from the event free plates because I took it all. I've got about 5 silvers out of about 30 chests so far. God damn. That's really good. That's super lucky. Wow. Happy Halloween, Pennyfish. Woo. Get your spook on. Better play your spook, right? Man. Yeah, we don't have any plans. We usually have one of our best friends, Jacob, one of the guys I play D&D with as well. We usually he usually hosts a Halloween party. But obviously with the way of the world, can't really have one, so.
Sure.
I think I'm gonna pick up some pumpkins tonight, do some carving. It'll be a lot of fun. I have not carved pumpkins in God knows how long. So.
I know. And it feels like a thing that I should totally
be good at.
Do.
Yeah, the way of the world, yeah. Yeah, I haven't carved pumpkins in a while, so.
But I have a friend who's really good at carving pumpkins. Wonderkins Pumpkins on Twitter.
Oh yeah. If that's their Twitter handle, then.
And it's just one of those things where I look at it and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stay in my lane.
Yeah.
I had a pumpkin that was on an episode of Critical Role.
Oh, they did? Oh man, they had their Halloween episode yesterday. So great.
I know. I've been trying not to see any pictures.
Yeah,
but I definitely saw Laura Bailey.
And, she killed it. Who was the pumpkin carver again?
Wonderkins Pumpkins. It's WUND.
Wunderbar. Wonderkins.
Wonderkins.
Yeah. Dr. Hank.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Say Hank wants to know what your favorite candy is for Halloween.
My favorite candy for Halloween is Almond Joy.
Almond Joy.
because, well, first of all, I just really enjoy an Almond Joy. Though I was getting some Reese's Cups for Ashley when I was at the store, and I saw the Almond Joys there, and I was like, God, I love Almond Joy. And then I thought to myself, have I ever actually paid dollar money for Almond Joy? Because it's always from like Halloween or those kind of things. But Almond Joy, like black jelly beans, are many people's least favorite things.
Yeah.
So growing up, I didn't have to make any trades or anything to get them. I could just be like, I mean, if you don't want it, I guess I'll take it. So I got a lot of them. You ready for this flip?
Yep. People are hating the Almond Joy in chat, by the way.
Exactly. Yeah. So give me all your Almond Joys.
Yeah. Go flip. Yeah. The D&D ampersand. Woo. The Pride one. Woo. Even better. So we're doing this one today because if you guys didn't know, Wizards of the Coast is supporting Shirts for a Cause for the third year. Where like pretty much 100% of the profits go towards supporting Lambert House, which is a non-profit that empowers LGBTQ plus community, the development of leadership skills, social and life skills. So we had set up Nightbot to put them in chat, to put the links to it in chat. Go pick up a shirt. Like 100% of it goes to help these people out who need it, right? So to give a safe place for youth to go and be who they want to be, right? Which is super important. I've got 2 on the way, one for me, one for Nevada. So definitely 100%. Please go help. The shirts are awesome. Eric wearing one of these shirts got me a job. So I don't know. So I was like, hey, nice shirt. So, I'm excited to get my own, and hopefully you guys are too.
I'll have to have Sasha send me the link.
Yeah. Sasha just posted the links in chat, so take a look.
But I mean, I don't have the chat.
Oh yeah, we'll get it to you after. We'll get it after the show. Yeah, take a look at it. Go support, please. It means a lot. Thank you. All right, back to our regularly scheduled spooky pancakes. We got one more fun one for I think. I don't know when we're gonna do it, but it's my favorite.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. And I know what I think it is.
Yeah. Dylan shared the pictures with me, and I lost it. So it's gonna be good. Okay. Halloween candy. See, I think Halloween candy is weird because it's not. Halloween candy is just like smaller candy bars. So we can see the phone again.
Not if you go to the right houses.
Yeah, we can see your phone. We see the phone. Thanks, Asha.
I don't understand why that has become a problem.
Because it's a constant spoiler, man.
Right, that wasn't something that ever really happened before, and I haven't changed up much of anything.
Yeah. You know what? It's the new Griddle. That's what it is. It's changed your area, right? So.
I do have so much more space to work with that.
Yeah. I think my favorite Halloween candy would be Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, I think. But it's not my favorite chocolate bar, but it's definitely my favorite candy, I think, to get. I saw someone saying candy corn, and they just... I've actually never had candy corn, so I can't say. I don't remember if I actually have.
So you were about to take a real spicy take on our Halloween tradition.
I was about to slight candy corn, but I realized I don't think I've actually had candy corn, or at least not in the past, 10 years, so I can't...
With all the weird Canadian candies and things that you've talked about...
What do you mean Canadian candy? Pick one. Wait, do you guys have Crispy Crunch?
Yes, Schmorsch and Blimble Blambles. And...
Tastes like butterscotch chalk. Corn tastes like plastic. Is this like the cilantro, where 50% of people can eat it, 50% of people can't?
It is a very hot button thing, and that's the only reason that you had a say. Is because you know that there are people that are super anti candy corn, and you decided that's the spicy take I want to take.
Yeah, I was gonna take a hot take on how candy corn sucked, but then I realized I haven't had candy corn in a very long time, so I'm not gonna slate it when I don't know what it tastes like.
I mean,
all I've ever heard was people.
Pure sugar.
Yeah, all I've ever heard was how people hate candy corn. So, look at tongue. What is the drop rate of dark contracts and gold chests? Oh, like the dark contracts, like the epic ones. And which contracts, like blacksmith or bounty? Sancho is gross, my kryptonite. Omega Sparkle, Shawn, that is an amazing cause, and so coincidental. Husband just did a Zoom Pride event for the local United Way yesterday. Oh, awesome!
Awesome.
That's really good. That's really coincidental. Yeah. Random 76 loves the candy corn but hates cilantro. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I can say for hot take, I don't like cilantro because it's gross. It tastes like soap.
Disagree. I like cilantro. It makes a pico de gallo.
It tastes like soap.
Then I need to start eating more soap.
Yeah. It's like those like old 50s gum packs that taste like soap.
Hot take. I need to eat more soap.
Yeah. Just grab a bottle and bottle of liquid soap. Let's go from there. Skittles are better. Yeah, Skittles are good.
I always got pretty jazzed about getting like the Starburst 2-packs.
Oh, those are good too, yeah.
Especially because like sometimes they were the pink and red one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Orange and red, I think of it my two best.
Dude, like that's the thing about Starburst. Let me go off here. I super like all of them, and more often than not, I do not like lemon flavored candies. Boy, even the lemon Starburst is good.
Yeah, I can't eat or drink lemon flavored stuff anymore. From poor choices in teenage years for what I was drinking, so it immediately makes me feel sick.
You're just gonna leave it there?
Yep. Sasha was saying, my most recent experience of candy corn, my friend was biting off the little white tips and pretending they were vampire teeth during the last Curse of Strahd session. Your friend is hilarious. That's great.
Oh, so I had, we got the stars aligned, and we got to play our Alien RPG game.
Oh, yeah. Woo.
Yeah, and 9 sessions in,
yep,
saw our first alien.
Oh, damn. And you lived?
Well, it was at the very end.
Oh,
of the
session.
But here's the thing. You know, it's one of those... We've never come across a xenomorph before, so what are we going to know about when I saw it for the first time, my character trying to save... Because it basically a guy with a cup of coffee, there was something that dripped into his cup of coffee, and then he looked up, and there's a xenomorph.
Oh, no!
And my character has kind of like a trait where it's quick draw, so that he doesn't have to use an action to pull out his firearm. So we let that mean that I could kind of do, like, we drew cards to see who would go first, and I went first, being the xenomorph. And so I fired off a mighty round of assault rifle, or a sniper rifle, actually. That's what I used.
Quick scoped him, yeah.
Yep. And did a lot of damage to its gut. And then our beloved NPC, Volker Parnell, started to scream. Because guess what Laserbeak just learned?
What?
Well, I was about to learn. There's acid's blood in...
Oh, right.
Aliens.
Oh,
so
no.
Like, I'll save you.
Bang.
Drop like the bucket over the door frame, Frank.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Acid.
That's so bad.
Yeah, so like our closing scene was Volker looks up and starts screaming as his skin's being like melted off. Like, it's like, oh no!
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Bad Billy 2000. I went to bed with gold and silver chests and woke up with 3 gold supply chests. Are they dropping on boss levels now? Can't find any of them in the journal. They shouldn't be. That's weird. Yeah, it's just should be. No, yeah, nothing's changed as far as I know with the chest drops. So, Gamer Cabot, has Havilar been nerfed? Her imps don't automatically pop up after reset anymore. So it's not a nerf. It's kind of sucked. It's not a nerf. It's a fix. Because technically that's not supposed to be happening, right? So yes, we did fix it. Because that was technically a bug, despite it being a beneficial bug. It's the same way as yesterday. There was a little bit of a problem with how Bud would just keep growing over time, so we had to fix that. That was a fun last hour of work. King Cranium, did Shawn get a haircut? He's looking good. Oh, thanks. I did in fact get a haircut a couple weeks ago now, but I usually wear the hat, the chef hat. So it's
I gave myself a haircut.
I saw that. It looks good. Oh god, Grugosh Mugwump. There we go. The art is looking great, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Nomad 84. What if everyone loves the imps appearing? Any chance of unfixing it? Maybe. I mean, that could be something to look at in the future for like a balance change for Havilar for sure. But you know, she's made that it's that the imps come on ultimate, right? Not just spawning out already. So can you make a Ashar eat boo for a big buff? Yeah.
What happens when Havilar makes a really good joke?
I don't know, Lee.
Everybody has a larf. What happens when Lee makes a really bad joke?
Shawn ends the stream.
Word, I get a day off.
Garrett, I missed a costume portion of the stream. Nope, it's on the floor.
Yeah.
Give me
1 second. Here you go.
Yeah, you might. Oh, and boo. Yeah, it'll be a bit loud. 1 sec.
Yeah, thanks, Gar. I just got the cringy Pringles out of my ears.
Wow, gelatinous cube.
Here, I'll do your Foley for it.
Excellent Foley. Well done, well done. I don't know if you guys can see it. I have like 2 hanging minis in here. Oh no, the light's reflecting really badly on it, so you can't really see them. Yeah, I brought my own beholder and Nikola. That's what it is. Aha. All right, that's all. Thank you to Nevada for making it for me in one night.
Shout out to Nevada.
Shout out to Nevada. Or better known as Nevada Danetta Cosplay on Instagram. Shameless plug. There. Costume part of the stream is done. Shawn, question. Also, with the Halloween sale on Xbox, the Blood War Complete set is normally $39.99 on Xbox, and now it says that it's a sale and the regular price is $57. Is this intended or a mishap? I think it was a mishap with Xbox. So I kind of had that same issue. So I think it was showing the maybe a conversion wrong, is my guess. Where are you located, Astro? USA, Canada, Europe, Japan, Italy, Brazil, Antarctica. Underground tunnels. USA. Yeah, that's weird. Let me take a look at that. So Blood War, it should be showing the 39. Yeah, it should be showing 30% off. It should be. Is it showing $27.99? Or is it showing like total value $57 because of all the extra potions and stuff, and then the discounted rate? Yeah, perfect. That sounds good. Send me a Discord message. That's the way to do it. Or we can sit here and just troubleshoot everything. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Everyone stand by.
Yeah, stand by. Let me build up all the stuff. Oh man, that thing is really warm, huh?
Ready for a rip?
Let's go for the frip. A frip, a frop, a frippy. A frip, frop, you don't stop. Ooh. This is the GE for the weekend. This is a fix all the things. All your base are belong to us. Classic. This is a Torgar's slot 2 self DPS buff, the Belt of the Fiery Minotaur. Yeah, so Torgar slot 2 is a nice big boost of self DPS. Lauren, thank you for the late flip butters. Appreciate it. Nice flip. Nice. Yeah. Oh, did ads come in at that time? Oh, no.
What? They're like...
Yeah, I guess Twitch is like trials and they'll just randomly throw an ad in.
Now?
Apparently, yeah. Well, for one person at least. It's not for everybody. It's like for some people in chat will just get it. It's weird.
This was the pancake.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Why are the prices higher on Xbox than PC? Bloodward here's on sale, $27 regular $40. Yeah, that's what that should be showing. Yeah, because regular price $39.99, sale price $27.99. He says, thank you. Who has Blood War skins? It's Minsk, Gadalina, Griddle, Shandy, and Neris. They're like Avernus skins for the heroes of Baldur's Gate. Cool. Happy Celeste pack is $5. Yeah, Celeste pack is $5 right now. It's great. Phone is showing again. Just gonna keep bugging you about it.
I really enjoy it. Thank you.
It sounds like it. I don't feel any tension or anything in your voice. So I think
nope.
Yeah, not at all. No, never.
Just love.
Blood pack should be 27 USD, correct? I'll double check to make sure again. Should be $27.99. Yeah. I will bug Chris about it right now. Oh my god. That is the wrong price. Okay. Shame's only Blood War skins and not either of my missing familiars. Which ones are you missing, Cassius? Are the ones that are still in store or ones that are in like wild offers? Hey Shawn, small nothing burger of an issue. Someone should check out the layout of stream pop-ups in Steam. Yes, we know there's something wrong. There's a little bit of an issue with it. We know that. We noticed it yesterday with the Thursday stream. So it's a bit of a weird text thing. That's fine. It's not nothing too bad. It's just a little awkward. So. Whew. Man, I think we got some D&D today. My parties are all getting through Avernus pretty quickly now, so.
How did that ever play out about your player death?
Oh, we got him revived. I had Asmodeus show up, and I traded our fighter traded his soul to Asmodeus.
That's gonna work out fine.
Exactly, yeah. Traded his soul to Asmodeus to bring our bard back to life. So, love the snow bear pet. It looks so cute. He's so cute. 6-shot 007. Lee, do you flip your reference images horizontally to make it easier to create your pancake designs?
A lot of times when I'm like just in general, I don't. Partly because directionality isn't as important in some cases. Like if I'm doing somebody's face, however, with the content here, we do flip them, and what's super sweet is they're flipped for me prior to my receiving them. Like I receive them flipped,
yeah.
So I don't have to do any kind of brain thinking because I'm not always great at the thinking with that part of the brain.
Yeah, Dylan is super nice to us and gives Lee all the flipped images already. So
yeah, it's really helpful because here are some cases where directionality is often extremely important.
Yeah.
Like, does this person have an eye patch? Well, everyone knows that eye patch is over the left eye, but I made it over the right eye. Or the ampersand, is that backwards?
Yeah.
It would be...
like, where's Minska's tattoo, right? Like, those kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Because as sweet and as lovely as our fan cakes are, I feel like we would find out that we messed up with it. It would be mentioned, and I would feel terrible about it.
Astro Samurai, I heard that Torgar is going to G this weekend. Who and what are the weekend buffs? Ooh. That is an excellent question. I will answer right now. So we are doing the Fiery Minotaur weekend, which means, of course, we got Torgar. We're just giving him a nice big champion damage buff, 400%, so you can hit things harder than he already does. And then you got your best friend Spurt. We're buffing Centipult and Pack Tactics for 200%. We're buffing Puent, Count 'em Off, and Gutbuster recruits at 200%. We're buffing your boy Jarlaxle, Master of Piracy and Master of Skies, 200%. And then we're buffing Jamila, Frontline Fighter and Berserker Confidence, 200%. It's a big boy Torgar weekend.
Hitting.
Yeah.
I want these ice swords as my weapons.
Can we get one free golden Torgar just for the code? What is that? A strength for the win? Is that what that's supposed to be? Astaroth? Kid, like, I love Spurt. Oh, Astro. Oh, Astro for the win. Oh, I get you. No, you get one code. That's it. It's this one. This one. D&D Halloween. It's this one.
Everyone gets one.
Yeah, exactly. Joel Axel is such a great character, maybe better than Driss himself. Ooh, that's a hot take. I can't say
in game or in general.
Yeah, in game or in the books.
We just got to decide what kind of enemies you're making right now.
Yeah. Oh, in general. Ooh.
I really have no...
Yeah, I have no say in that.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah. I think they're actually both really cool.
Yeah. Joel Axel is a lot more fun than Dritz, and that's a fact. I mean, I can see that. It's the hat. Oh yeah, has anyone found a picture of a Mass Lord for Lee to use as Savant? Ooh, not yet. I think that's being worked on. Or being looked into. He's a hard man to find. That Mass Lord.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're keeping things discreet.
Yeah, keep on the down low.
Why they're not the Open Lord? No, but that's like the actual thing, isn't it? That's like the Open Lord and the Masked Lords.
I think so. Maybe.
So it feels like you're to dump with a little churlish and rude.
Yeah. What if we have a D&D nightmare like what my DM did to my druid? He turned her into a skinwalker last night. Ew, what is that? The only thing I can find is like that it's on D&D Wiki, which means it's homebrew. Yeah, identities of Mass Lords are secret, only the Open Lord is known. Oh, gotcha. I mean, I knew that.
Weird.
I don't know why you guys. I don't know why you guys didn't know that. So weird.
I don't know. You gave it the top hat.
Just got that Jalaxo stuffy, sadly not available in our world. Oh. Maybe I have our chest. It was not a bug. Yeah. I use my phone to watch Twitch sometimes, so it doesn't let me type what I want to and send autocorrects or wrong typos. Yeah, that's true. Melocalypse, what is a Griddle champion and what you making? Yeah, Lee, why don't you inform us what a Griddle Champion is and what you're making.
Originally, the Griddle Champion was myself and a newly brought in Shawn, but now I firmly believe that the Griddle Champions are y'all, our pancakes, our friends. But the idea for Griddle Champions is that we take Idle Champions content, be it characters or monsters or equipment, like our GEs that we do, and we kind of just have a show where we have fun with each other and just goof around, talk about things, and make pancakes of usually pretty relevant or thematic pancakes. Like we just got off of a kick that was a lot of fun to do, where for I think about 2 weeks we made pancakes of basically creatures that were from
Icewind Dale.
First edition.
Oh, that too, yeah.
That are still in 5th edition.
Yeah.
So like we had the gibbering mouther, we had
oh man, what else do we have?
lithids, beholders.
Yeah, mind flayers.
Yeah, I did say a lithid, which is
I'm
a
just
mind
saying. Where is? What kind of? Oh, what else did we do? We did a lot. We had some pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, I can see the Icewind Dale ones in the emails.
But yeah, so a lot of the times, like we've done a fair amount of Avernus ones and Icewind Dale, so it's kind of the things you're going to see in the most current iterations of what's going on are often the ones that we're making.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like that, or we'll give you your first look at a new champion, or first look at a new skin. I think we were the ones that got to drop Tyrell's or Tyrell.
Tyrell, yeah, Tyrell.
Tyrell's
Moose skin.
Moose skin, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Meloclips says, I love pancakes. Don't we all? Don't we all?
Well, welcome to the show, bud. It's a lot of fun, and one thing that we really pride ourselves on is that it is just a chill spot to come hang out and just, you know,
hang out, relax, have a good Friday morning.
Positive vibes.
Yeah. Unless it's towards candy corn.
Once in a while, Shawn has to rip into me about
your phone.
Bad jokes I make.
Yeah. Apparently, we also need to make a Catawba pass and a Tarrasque. I would love to see us do, but I only want to do one when we're putting one in the game. So
right. So, do you really want a Tarrasque pancake, folks? Because then you're dealing with a Tarrasque in game.
Yeah. Yikes. Never seen this kind of art. What is a medium? So this is all made out of it's all made out of pancakes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's all pancake art.
Yeah, it's all pancake batter, all done in those little squeeze cube like he's got going on, and pancake dough.
Nope, that's batter.
Nope, no, it's batter. It's got a little bit of icing food gel in it to kind of like give it the coloring.
Icing gel food coloring.
Icing gel.
Very close this time.
I'll get it one day. It's okay.
I'm almost proud of you.
Almost.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway. And then, yeah, so we cook it on a really low heat, keeps the colors from staying, and I get to use... I'm an artist with the company Dan Cakes, and I'm a nerd with the company myself loving all things geeky and math dice, or math rocks throw in.
Math rocks, so clickety-clack.
They go clickety-clack, and often make my hit points go...
says,
so that's what we do.
Malako says, 2TF, oh my god, so rad, wow. Yeah, you know, I didn't know anything about pancake art until we did this show. So I understand that, like, what? Feeling?
And now he knows too much.
It's way too much. Yeah. Cassius335, I've asked before, but in the familiar pop-up, can unassigned and other party be given different background colorings? Even with the lock symbols, they tend to blend each other at a glance. Yeah, I can pass it along for sure. Oopa. See. Clickety clickety clackety. Roll for attackety. That's a fair point on the dough batter distinction, but isn't batter just really runny dough? Ooh, your take, Lee. You rebuttal?
I don't have the stats and figures in front of me to explain that there is a little bit more of a difference between batter and dough. I mean, I think it's that I don't want to speak out of turn. What I will do is have either Sasha or Shawn, whomever does it first, perhaps look up what the computer people say is the difference between a dough and a batter. But yes, thickness is definitely a part of it.
All right, hold on. What is the difference? In cooking terms, the word batter has two definitions. A mixture of flour, egg, milk, or water that is thin enough to be poured or dropped from a spoon. This includes cake and pancake or waffle batter, as well as a majority of cooking batters. A coating, often a flour, an egg, sometimes with bread, which is applied to food meant to be fried. Like deep fried fish is often battered. The word dough has a different meaning. A mixture of mostly flour or meal and a liquid, often milk and or water, that is stiff enough to be kneaded or rolled. This covers many baked breads, rolls, and some rolled cookies. With these two definitions, we can clearly see the difference between batter and dough is that a batter is thin while a dough is quite thick.
Okay, well then, there you go. I am totally fine being more or less wrong. So they are pretty much the same thing. One's thin, one's thick.
Oh no! I think, by that definition, they are two different things.
Right, but isn't that? It is to say, isn't it? No, whatever. Either way, pancakes.
Yeah, pancakes. Yeah, either way. Oh, what did he put? Okay. He posted a very big. Sash posted a very big chart. Dough versus batter, a thick malleable paste versus a liquid or semi-liquid mixture. Yeah, they are different. They are different. When in doubt, pancake. Correct. It's the blue batter, blueberry flavored. I wish. Well, I don't wish. I don't like blueberries, but.
I mean, there's things you could do. I just use an icing gel food coloring.
Yeah.
There's definitely
icing food gel coloring.
Icing gel food coloring. Shawn. Scene.
Hey, I will end this call right now. You wash your mouth.
But yeah, so I mean, there are definitely things that you could do to flavor your batter. I mean, really, the easiest thing if you're trying this at home is instead of having to worry about as many colors as I tend to make, you just want to kind of be a little more monotone. So it's sort of like drawing with a pencil. You know, you don't need to use colored pencils to do shading. Make some pancake batter, make it thin enough that it can go through a squeeze tube, and throw some cocoa powder. And then you could have more to make it darker, less to make it lighter, none to make it just kind of this base color. And then you're kind of having awesome looking chocolate pancakes.
Mm-hmm. That'd be really good. Oh, what's
I have done it with cinnamon, not cocoa powder. So my really dark tones are a aggressive amount of cinnamon. So I would recommend cocoa powder. I'm gonna flip this pancake.
Yeah, you flip that pancake. Wow. So which one is this one? This one. This one. Oh wait. Oh god, which one was the name of this one? Ah yes. This is the humanoid Ravison. Who is that? A new NPC? Interesting.
Is that in the copy?
Yes.
What is that? A new NPC? Interesting.
Yeah.
I love what Dylan sends us.
Yeah, I know. I love it too. Obliviatus. Any other code say other than D&D Halloween? Nope, not today. That's the one and only. You only get one. Prince Door. My wife just referred to the stream as, "Oh, you're watching the Griddle Guys again." I love it.
Hey, welcome to Griddle Guys.
Welcome to Griddle Guys. Oldie drunk, nice. Do you use authentic Canadian maple syrup? I think Tony was saying this. That's so expensive.
Yeah, if you want to send me authentic maple syrup here in the States, then have at thee.
I actually don't think I've had authentic maple syrup. I think I just had like the Aunt Jemima kind of thing. But yeah, I actually don't think I've ever had like real like maple syrup. Malcolm says, "Oh my god, my boyfriend is all. I've been seeing this on Reddit for 2 years. Psh, this is so damn cool. My mind is freaking blown. Wow, the flip is so satisfying."
I know
the flip is the best part.
I remember when I was first kind of getting into this, right? I was at like a Super Bowl party with some friends, and I had, I cared so little about the game, but I wanted to do some practice work stuff. So I was in their kitchen. I was just making pancakes, and I wasn't doing it any kind of professionally or anything, but I was kind of in that about to get into it.
Oh yeah.
And so I had one of the parents come up to me at the end, because the kids that were there were just by my griddle the whole time, thinking, so cool. Oh man, that's great. And one of the parents was like, "So do you think this is actually like a marketable skill or anything?" And I said, I decided not to be offended, but I said, "Let me ask you a quick question." He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Did you have to deal with your kids at all during the Super Bowl for like being like rowdy or anything?" She was like, "So do you do parties or?"
That's awesome. Matt Hatter, I missed the last one. What was it? It was a new NPC that's coming out with Icewind Dale. Maybe we'll sneak it back up once this one's done. Malcolm wants to know, do you have an Instagram?
I do. It's Goldberg. It's actually on my. I'm pointing at my screen like you can see. It's on
the top corner.
The top at Goldberg337. It's Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah. His Instagram isn't updated that often. Twitter's the way to go, though. Twitter's the way to go.
Twitter, I'm a lot more, because it's a lot more interactive, and I don't know. It's one of those things. Like, if you want to build your Instagram, you got to post more. But then when you post a bunch and there's not a lot of engagement, you're kind of just like, okay, well, I just don't feel like. It's one of those things. You got to work to get it any kind of busy, and I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, building a brand on Instagram is tough because that's where everyone else is building brands, right?
And Pancakes has awesome Instagram, where they put up just. I mean, I'm one of.
It's like 4 or 5 of them.
Six artists.
Wow.
Yeah, and 3 of us are not local. I know Jenny has her own Twitch stream that I think is doing really, really great stuff. Artertainer.
Artertainer?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I have to. I don't know if Hank is still in the chat or not, but it's possible he might be able to find out for sure. Sometimes Jenny herself is in this chat.
Comes and hangs out, yeah.
Not always able to be as vocal in chat, but is really supportive, and we have one thing in common that will just make us friends forever, is we both love and appreciate Booster Gold as a superhero so much.
Oh man, Dick just got the darn 3rd block of 2 ads. It's getting ridiculous. Yeah, we've been live for an hour. Not even an hour yet. And you've got 3 sets of ads. That's like, you get one at the beginning, probably, when you join the channel. And then then 2 more in that hour. Like, that's ads on every 15 minutes. Oh, yikes! It's big yikes, man. I don't like that. Conan O'Brien's the new Battle Champion. Back to the maple syrup thing. Sash says, "Oh, you're missing out. Lauren knows it. Shawn, you deserve real maple syrup. You're a Canadian. You have all the access." I think it's because we're on the island. We're on an island that kind of stuff is a bit more hard to come by.
How much have you really looked though?
To be fair, not at all.
Right. So
I just go to Thrifty Foods, I grab something off. I grab like, oh, I like this brand, and I go back. So maybe I'll look. Maybe I'll make pancakes for breakfast tomorrow morning. I don't know if Dad will be happy with that. I think maybe. Yeah. If you're having like ad block this thing, so that'd be good. Real maple syrup is awesome. It's awesome. In Michigan, we have a town that has a festival every spring. To be a personal fact, that was my wife's first date. Aw, that's cute. As an indulgence, maple syrup is worth it. Oh, nice.
I don't come across it enough, but I do. I do really like a good maple syrup.
Yeah.
I don't come across a whole lot of like Vermont or Canadian organic, etc. maple syrups, but boy, oh boy.
Yeah. Now I feel like I have to go and like find real maple syrup now and try it this weekend.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really funny when you find out that it's like everywhere for you.
Oh, probably. Robogoblin 01. Shawn, would you mind if I fan cam you? Go for it. I think. You know those ones on Twitter, right? I think I've seen a couple of Lee. It's always really cool. So yeah, go for it. That'd be great. 0 ads so far. That's unfortunate that they're still doing the random ad thing. Got that a while on the D&D Beyond stream. I missed a minute to the session because I was playing ads for me twice in a row. Ugh, yikes. TBSC 777. Get a secret code so I can have fun trying to weasel it out of you. Not this time. Is there water running behind you?
Me?
Yeah.
No, it's the sound of a laptop I bought in haste because my other one was so bad it couldn't stream.
Oh, was it the fan?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yikes. Gotta clean that thing, buddy.
Dude, I mean, yeah, sure, I will do that, but also it's just I didn't do my due diligence.
That's fair. DK, when is the Griddle Champions Bruno skin come up with a spatula and a weapon and a hot plate for a shield? Hopefully soon. Steal that idea. Send that to Adam. The Billy G2000. I have not gotten ads since the show started. Wow. I never get any during it. Do people get ads while the show is running? Sometimes it's a Twitch thing. They'll just like if you're not subscribed, they'll just interject like an ad into your view. So we could be like ready for the flip, and it'll be like blah blah The Boys season 2. So
The Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's really aggravating is it's just like it cuts through the stream like completely. Like you miss. It doesn't pause or anything. You miss whatever's happening. And,
yeah.
You know, to some extent, you can say like, oh well, if I'm watching a game, a video game or something, I probably won't miss too much. But when you're watching like a live stream, like just imagine watching Critical Role and having something huge happen.
I would be
Ads come on like
that was my biggest thing.
Crying.
Yeah. That was a big point when I heard that was coming out. I was like, if that happens during Critical, I'm gonna lose my mind. And like, no, there was even from yesterday, if there were points that were missed, I would have been like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yesterday's episode was really good.
Obviously, there's some stuff that
no spoilers.
Definitely was spoiled because internet and.
Oh yeah, well, they had their Halloween episode, so they're on costume. So, but there are some big key plot points that happened that just like whoa. TBSC, Shawn, have you been watching Don Monday? Sorry?
Monday is when I can usually
watch yes.
on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Shawn, have you been watching Don Machi? I have, but I'm not up to date. I think I'm like a week or two behind. Haven't watched a lot of anime this week, or last week.
Have you been watching Jujutsu?
Jujutsu? Oh, is it that Nicolas Cage movie?
No, it's a new anime.
Wait, what was it? There was a movie called, I think there's a movie called that coming out with Nicolas Cage.
Maybe Jujutsu.
Yeah. There's two coming out on Netflix that I really want to watch. One is called The Way of the House Husband, because it's about a former big time mafia member has left the mob and he's now like a homebody. So he loves cooking, but he's like typical Japanese like yakuza gangster, and it's so funny. What was the other one?
God, I feel like that's such a could be really cool, but also with just some of the really like, ooh, that is a weird take anime.
Yeah, it is very weird for sure.
Older stuff, but there's just some things that I really cringe at. Just the depictions of.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't have to.
I can agree with that for sure. I've read the manga quite a bit of it, and it's just funny. So if they get the voicing done right for it, it's gonna be really good.
Hopefully it's KG Tang.
And the other one's called a high rise invasion. So people get pulled into another world, and they're on giant skyscrapers, and they have to fight to the death. So I'm a big fan of the death battle ones. I saw a question. Kilt 71, have I missed weekend GEM buffs? You did. I'm not saying it again.
Yeah, we refuse. It's a new thing.
Yeah, no.
One and done.
One and done. It's the new rule. Everybody gets one. All right. So this weekend's buffs are we're buffing Spurt, Centipult Tactics, and Centipult and Pack Tactics, Puent's Count 'em Off and Gutbuster Recruits, Jarlaxle's Master of Piracy and Master of Disguise, Jamila's Frontline Fighter and Berserker Confidence, and Torgar's just flat 400% champion damage. And the GE this weekend is Torgar's Slot 2, Belt to the Fiery Minotaur. Yarr. Mandalorian episode
was the most important part.
Yeah, exactly. The Mandalorian is another thing I have to watch, actually.
I'm really excited to watch The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
In a few...
Apparently episode 9 is really good.
Wait, you haven't seen any of it?
I have not seen a single episode.
You do you, bud, but don't tell me not.
I mean, I only got Disney Plus. I think we had it for a little bit, but I only ever watched it. We've only used it to watch Hamilton. So.
Mostly we watch it to watch Bluey.
Bluey? I did see your Twitter post about why is Bluey such a good show?
Yeah, and you see the reactions to people who know. It's so good.
It's good for kids or good for parents to watch too?
Bud. That's the thing, bud. You interrupted me from me going, it's the one show that we put on for Miles that we super enjoy too. It's it's funny, it's clever, it's sweet, it's wholesome. It doesn't it
looks really cute. Little dogs.
And the art's really good.
Yeah. I just did a quick search on it. The art's really cute.
And there's imagination games that they play in it where I'm sitting there oh my god, it looks so fun. I'm gonna play that game.
Cool.
And then they also get into some real stuff too. As kids would understand it, sort of thing.
Okay.
There was one Ashley was watching, and I came into, and they're like, I'm sorry, but the bird is dead. And I'm like, oh, what? Find an injured bird, and it doesn't make it. And it's a really sweet, wholesome way to go over that. But
to introduce death to your child, yeah.
Yeah, because it was early starting it, too. Mm-hmm. And Ashley was like, oh, my God, I genuinely love this show. And then that happened, so I'm like, Ashley, you're morbid as hell. It's not indicative of what it is, but it's good. It's really it's funny too.
Yeah. Yeah, I should probably pick up The Mandalorian and watch it. There's only one season of it, right? So.
Getting into season 2.
Yeah. And WandaVision is coming in December.
That's coming in December?
Yeah. I've seen things on it, but I don't it's just what's it called? Like a sitcom? With the two of them?
It seems very much some wild stuff's gonna go on.
Yeah.
Probably important stuff because it's like the first thing of Phase 4, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so I think they've just probably done a really good job of. I don't think anyone has an idea what it's gonna be like. Or
yeah. Well, it looks very like 1950s.
That's part of it, though.
Yeah.
Like part of it is that there's like it looks like it does time jumpy kind of stuff. Who knows? But the die shall be cast from it is my thought.
Yeah, and like all the screenshots I'm seeing all look like that family sitcom Home.
Right.
Yeah, and they're all like
he's at a quarter of the screenshots.
Yeah, exactly.
This bad boy.
Oh yeah. Boom! Oh, he looks so sad.
Well, he looks pretty apathetic in the photo reference.
He does, yeah. So
I think I just maybe crooked his.
No, his photo reference is
into a frown.
Yeah, his reference is still the same. Yeah. So this is the giant verbeeg. Verbeeg are giants that resemble oversized humans with gangly limbs and elongated faces. That's why he looks sad. Some other features that give them a fearsome aspect. Fearsome, okay. Vberg craft their own weapon and armor. They prefer thrown spears above all weapons, and the Vberg usually has several spears for that purpose. Oh, okay, so it's not a sitcom. It's a setup for the new Doctor Strange movie. Oh, it's Wanda going nuts. It's all in her head. Our multiverse stuff. Ooh. On Twitter, there's a Pact of the Talisman now. What is that? Where'd you get that from?
Jackie Chan Adventures.
Umo Guagwai Fight Sao.
I feel like that's not even only like the second time that I think we've talked about Jackie Chan Adventures.
We brought up a couple times. Yeah.
Very relevant.
Yeah. It was a really good cartoon. Yeah. I don't remember a lot of it, but I remember it being just really, really good.
I remember a lot of it.
Yeah. I just remember the grandpa hitting Jackie. I mean, and then that Umo Guagwai fights out thing. That's like all I remember.
You don't remember like the talismans of power and stuff?
I do, so they were the Chinese Zodiac, but they all like gave him certain abilities and stuff, and yeah, Jackie, yeah. Back to the Talisman. Shawn, it's the new. It's new from Tasha's save D&D Beyond's Twitter. Ah, okay. I'll look it up. D&D Beyond. D&D Beyond. Oh. That didn't work. Never mind. I'll look it up later. When I was a kid, I was happy to get Mickey Mouse pancakes, and I'm sad. Aw. Well, you can still make Mickey Mouse pancakes yourself. That's totally a thing.
Yeah, and I mean, doing really basic pancake art stuff is super easy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like saying like if you're like, oh, I can't draw. I can only draw like cartoons or stick figures. You can do that with pancakes too.
Yeah.
And then you've got cartoony stick figure pancakes, which are also still fun. Not for nothing.
Yeah.
Give it a shot. You can go to dancakes.com and you can get the same griddle that I'm using here, which is perfect for it. Perfect for everything except having so much space to work with.
Your phone keeps showing.
Shows up in camera too often.
Yeah. All the dang time. Second season of Mandalorian released today. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot to do this weekend, apparently. I'm gonna try to watch all of Mandalorian. So I don't remember if Nevada's a big Star Wars fan or not. I don't think she is.
Here's the thing, dude. Baby Yoda.
Yeah, Baby Yoda's cute, but yeah.
Like, Ashley is really into the show because Baby Yoda opened the door for her to be like, okay, I'll check this out, and then also an awesome story and cool action kept her.
Yeah. Is there anything like do you need to have watched the Star Wars movies to like be part of it to like understand what's going on or?
Kinda, and I think with season 2, there is gonna be some stuff where it's just like having insights. It's like, okay, do you need to know D&D stuff to play Idle Champions?
Fair. Okay, fair.
But if you do know a lot about the Forgotten Realm and D&D stuff, then when you see really cool stuff in the game, you get the added cool aspect of, oh crap, that's Minsk.
Ah, okay. I got you. Okay. Yeah, people in chat saying nope, you don't need to have watched the movies. Okay.
Right, you're not lost in either because you may not know everything.
Yeah. I actually don't think I've seen the latest movie.
I haven't either, actually.
Yeah. I've heard mixed reviews on it, so. And is it on Netflix right now or is it on Disney Plus? Probably on Disney Plus. Yeah. I believe. Mandalorian makes more sense with Star Wars knowledge, but it still totally works as a standalone. Ah, okay, cool. Well, yeah, maybe we'll throw it on the TV and we'll watch it. Be a nice thing on the weekend. I think we have a lot of anime to catch up on though too. Yeah, I think we're really behind on stuff. That being said, yeah, the newest episode has major ties to the main Star Wars storyline. Oh my god. Yeah, I really need to go back and like watch the movies again. It's been a long time since I've seen like the original 3. Which is what? It's 4, 5, 6? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That used to be my birthday treat every year. For a while. Wars? Yeah, it was going to see a Star Wars movie when they were coming out. Happy Snowy Pancake Friday. Woo! Man, it was super windy just on the way to work, which means the cloak I had, I got my cloak from Critical Role today. I got it yesterday. It's super big and super warm actually. But it was billowing. I had a good billow on the way to work. I've only seen episodes 1 through 6, but grew up on 4 through 6. Show us how cool. I left it. It's really warm, so I didn't want to wear it in here because I would die. But it's in the other room. It's on my chair. So.
Oh, my dog's doing those really cute like sleeping dog noises right now.
Aww.
So I'm just hearing like.
Yeah, that's what my cat. That's what Artemis does at like 10 o'clock ish. She'll just start like meow, meow. So like just like meow like very quickly, and be like, hey, I'm hungry, hey.
The lack of I'm eating food right now is disturbing me.
Yeah. You have never fed me in my life. Yeah. It's cute. I'll just look over at her and she'll just like look at me and be like, meow. I'm like, okay, I know you're hungry. It's 10 o'clock. You still have an hour to wait.
I said good meow, sir.
Yeah, I said good meow. Although it was weird, like we were watching Critical Role last night. The cats kept changing places. Like one of them would be laying on the chair, then they would be laying on like an ottoman. Then they would swap places, and then they'd keep doing that. But Apollo, our male cat, would switch places and then just like stare down Artemis from across the room. I was like, what are you doing? Like, are you mad at her or something? Like, what did she do?
She's like, long story, bud.
Yeah. Yeah, their life is interesting. I don't know what's going on. I want to know what goes on in their brains.
I'm sure they could tell you a wild tale.
Yeah, about how I never feed them. Super Troopers, best movie ever. That Super Troopers is a pretty good movie. I don't think I'd call it the best movie ever, but It's definitely really, really good. I can't wait for the D&D Pride shirts to come in. They're gonna be so nice. You gonna get one, Lee?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Which one are you gonna get? They have a new one now.
I'm a fan of the classic one.
Yeah,
and I made a pancake of it. So that
only natural, right? Yeah, I like the new one because it's like really cool, big dragon spitting out like multicolored flame.
Oh, that's cool.
It looks really cool. But I went with the classic one as well. So I think I'm getting Nevada, more like a tank top one with the dragon on it. Coolkey man, do you eat the pancakes?
I eat some of the pancakes. I don't have it in me to eat all of the pancakes. Shawn?
Oh. Uh-oh. Why did that turn off?
Is the stream still going?
Yeah, it's still going. It's just the camera just turned off.
I've had that happen to me. When I was
that was
playing
weird.
My game the other day.
That was weird. I was really on the camera. Well, I'm back. That was weird. New camera woes. Maybe it's just thought it was too on for. It was on for too long. I don't know. Or maybe the ghost turned it off. Ooh. I guess eating them all would be a bit much. Yeah, boo. Yeah. Yeah. I'm considering he makes like.
I was saying boo worms.
Yeah. Considering there's like 6, maybe some pancakes an episode.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So.
Well, honestly, a part of it too is it's a 2-hour long episode.
Okay.
So, and when you do pancake art, it is going to usually be a little bit thinner of a pancake, unless you really fill it in. But I don't need to really fill it in because it's just it's just drawing it and not serving it. So by the time the show is over,
It's fun.
at least the first 3 or the ones I made in the first hour aren't as
hot,
as delectable. At that point.
Yeah, nothing beats a gold pancake. Ghost of Pancakes Pass, yeah. Shawn brought his new cloak. I can't see him. It is 100% stealth tested, so it said so on the tag. Your John is cubing the camera, but thankfully it spat it back out. Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what happened with that. I don't know why it just I was like, no, we're done.
I love how blurry my camera seems to look.
It's Zoom. There's not a lot you could do about that, I think. Yeah, we also got this brand new super fancy camera right now. Icewind Dale has ninjas? Yeah, apparently. Which one? Oh yeah, these ones. Okay. I mean, if in Forgotten Realms, it's more bandits and ninjas, right? So.
Or Rouges.
Yeah. I still want to play a Shadow Monk. Haven't got a chance to fully.
Samurai.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be good too. Like an Eastern campaign. Do I need to add the slash joke tag? Yeah. Yes, because all the jokes go woof over the head. We gotta figure out when we're doing our level 20 campaign.
I know.
Well, not campaign, but episode.
Well, you say episode and then make people think that we are going to be broadcasting.
That's the episode? No, I meant one shot.
Game.
I don't know where I got episode from. The one-time game, yes. Excuse me, I'm watching so much. I don't know how to pronounce this right. Wuxia drama lately. I want to play Kensei. Oh. Epic's goat. Yeah. It's more bandits and ninjas, and bandits are just landlocked pirates. Yeah, that's true. I've always been more on the ninjas are better than pirates side of that debate. What about you, Lee? Are you in the pirate versus ninja? Where are you?
Space.
Space? All right. Okay. Space ninja versus space pirate. Who wins?
Oh man, that's a hard one though, because I feel like space pirates are better equipped.
Yeah.
For the space shipping.
Fair. Mysteries. I'm gonna say ninjas for life. Ninjas for life. Question, Lee. What do you do with the leftover colors post stream? Your color palette is extensive today.
Yeah,
it's a good question.
I do my best to make sure I have enough batter for all the things I need it for. And what often happens is I have too much batter, which is better. I mean, there have been times where I've run out of a color and been, feeling the expletives, but just, I got to quick mix a little bit more, color and stuff, and then hope I can match it on the quick. But a lot of times I actually have too much. And sometimes I'll do, once I'm off stream, I'll do like a real quick thing for a friend or thing I wanted to do, because I wish I could make pancakes as often as I want to. But I don't just pull out a notepad and sketch on it. I have to
set up,
pay for pancake batter, mix, set up, colors, all the things. So if I was like, oh man, I want to make a pancake of that, it's usually got to be a collection of that to be able to justify telling my fiance, like, you watch the baby for the next 3 hours while I make this one pancake I want to make. And I really dislike cleanup.
Yeah. Mr. Meat.
So oftentimes it's just rinse it down the sink when I'm done. I know, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah. Mr. Meat, I'm pretty sure the movie Serenity showed us space ninjas win until somehow they come up upon space cowboys. Isn't Serenity, like, not related to that at all? Oh, I may have looked at the wrong film.
Thinking like Firefly Serenity.
Is it Firefly?
Serenity is the movie of Firefly, I think.
Okay, well, there's a movie called Serenity with Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway. That's all about the Anne Hathaway trying to kill her husband.
I'm gonna flip.
All right, go for flip. Is that a pumpkin on her face?
Yeah, it's a pumpkin. Yeah.
Okay. Aha, it's a bandit. Bandits are active in the north too. Bandits are like, you want a profession that you can literally take anywhere you go. Banditry.
Bandits are doing stuff.
Yeah, they're really a necessary evil in the world. Neutral the Necromancer. Ninja pirates or pirate ninjas? Ninja pirates would have, or I guess either one would have an invisible ship.
All right, bud, are you ready?
Oh, it's time. We're doing it. Ooh, I'm so excited. Do it. This is the good one. You guys are gonna want to pay attention to this one.
Excuse me?
What?
This is the
good one.
As opposed to
the rest of them, which are also really good. But this is just like it's a Shawn. This is the pancake. Keep your phone hidden. I swear to God. Don't spoil this one.
I'm gonna give this one the time it needs.
Oh.
I'm gonna drop the temperature to almost nothing, so I don't have.
Ooh.
Wheels.
You're Your phone is good, by the way. Your phone is good.
Any guesses?
Any guesses? We got one line. Oh, phone. Okay, you're good. Just gonna keep yelling it out. Oh man, what was the last movie you saw in theaters? Speaking of movies,
Endgame.
Endgame, really? Wow.
Very apropos.
Yeah, yeah, that fits pretty well actually. I went and saw Nevada. I went and saw Knives Out before everything happened. So
that's a good. I enjoyed that movie.
I thought that was a really good movie. Yeah, I went into it not knowing what the movie was at all, and then kind of learning as you go. I was like, oh, this is really good. I think there's another one of that like same like series coming out. Hopefully called Knives In. I don't know.
Suns Out, Guns Out.
Yeah, Suns Out, Guns Out. That's it. Yeah. That's 100% the name of it.
So apparently the baby monitor is unplugged in the baby's room because Ashley's in there and doesn't need to be on, but it is plugged in our room. So every once in a while, I get to hear the like sound that happens when it's like, hey, baby monitor is not working right now.
Oh no!
So I'm like doing this, and I just hear.
My chat window stopped working for some reason.
Trying to delay the point where this becomes obvious.
Yeah. Just keep your arm over it, and then you'll be fine. Can we see a speedrun offhand pancake southpaw style?
Yeah. Possibly not today because got stuff to do.
Yeah.
Time's already at a point where.
Oh, it stopped again. What the heck? What is this camera doing? Oh, is it overheating? Oh, I'm back. It's so weird. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Am I out of focus now? No, I think it's okay. Blame Dylan, yeah. Yeah, rogue camera again. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I think this is getting a little warm. So it's I don't know. It does feel pretty warm.
Did you put the gelatinous cube on it?
No. That would break the camera. It would melt it. And then David would get very mad. If the gel cube keeps this onto your camera, yeah. I don't know why it keeps turning off like that. Hasn't happened on any other stream. So very typical that it happens to us. Huh? I don't know, it's not like a power thing either. I don't know, man. I think that's gonna be a Dylan and David problem. Cord issue? No, like I don't think so. We weren't dealing with much of the cords. Like Erica had problems with that during her Crusader stream. Oh, did she? Was it turning off as well? Maybe Marcus pranking you? I wouldn't be surprised. Auto shutdown. Ooh, maybe it's like an auto shutdown. No, that doesn't seem right. Maybe we'll look at that.
Because it's not like due to inactivity, because it's very much being activity.
Well, I mean, it's turned on, yeah, but if it's not being like, there's no buttons being pressed.
Yeah, but it's streaming. I mean, it's.
Okay, so yeah, Erica was having random shut-offs too. Just have a remote instead of outside the room. I don't see it, buddy. They're being sneaky if they are.
Can't believe we have a haunted stream.
Yeah. It's because of your costume.
I know. I brought the ghost.
Yeah.
I feel like such a fool.
How dare you? This is your fault. Does Neris' spiritual weapon do more damage than the champion it's following? That's a good question. I think it's only. I think it matches the damage, doesn't it? Oh, you know who I haven't used in a long time? Neris. Spiritual weapon. When Neris attacks, Neris' companion also attacks for 2% air resistance damage. That's that one. But it also follows my friend. Now follows the champion with the high CPS, attacking when they do, and dealing damage based on theirs. Wording is important there. Sounds like when the weapon's attached to Neris, it does more damage. What are you? Oh, okay. Oh, another one. Okay.
We're just gonna leave it like
Yeah, I'll try not to be too loud then, I guess. Just start yelling! Alright, so I think David has the door open now, and there's a fan blowing. Try and keep the camera cool, I think. And to cool me down. So it's getting warm in here, so. It also says Neris' companion also attacks for 331,000% of the damage. I mean, it might. Definitely sounds possible.
Say 31,000%?
331,000%. That's a low number in this game. Yeah, I mean that sounds right. I haven't used Neris in quite a long time, so I'm not 100%, and I don't really have a lot of that kind of information in front of me right now. So I guess it went with the Kelmvor's Will buff too for her spec choice. That sounds about right. I saw in the well. Oh, don't talk about it. Don't talk about that here, Mr. Meat Zombie. That's spoiler territory. We don't talk about that stuff here. That's for the well only. We keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Save the cheerleader. Save the world.
Exactly.
Is that correct? Did I do the right reference?
Yeah, it was Heroes, right? Yeah. But I want to talk about it. No. Yeah, Heroes. Yeah, I was right. I never watched Heroes. I think Nevada watched quite a bit of it when it was on, but I remember hearing it. It got really bad.
The writer's strike, definitely.
Yeah, the writer's strike kind of threw it under the bus.
Heard it.
Yeah. Yeah, back to the well with you.
Boy, the first season was. Oh, yeah, my God.
It was? Ah. Some of the check it out messages in games seem to be the top board of the box at least. Yeah, that's something that we're aware of. Saw that was a great villain for a while. Yeah. Then the rest tipped, yeah. What was there was a second, series that came out afterwards. Once it was finished. It got, a reboot, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What? That one?
I can't even think of, a thing about the reboot.
I remember...
Oh, no, it was a virtual world kind of...
Was it?
Something was going on in, a video game. I don't know, man.
I remember watching a bit of it, because I think Nevada wanted to watch it, or I wanted to watch it, either one. But I don't remember anything about it.
Right, but doesn't that in itself say a lot about
it really does. It really does speak to how good that show was. Had one follow-up half season, which was Southern Trip. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Yeah. I think it was we tried, but... oh, yeah, because it was all about the cheerleader's dad, I think?
Oh, right.
Yeah. I'm talking about how Zachary Quinto was the only good thing about that show. So this is 3 kobolds in a fur coat? No. This is a regular human in a big trench coat. It did have a resurgence, if I recall correctly, but it was like trying to make a second Highlander. There should have only been one. Yeah, I feel that. Didn't Lost also get hit by the writer's strike pretty hard?
I feel like Lost got hit by a few things.
It was another show I never watched. So
Another show was really good. You know what was great through and through, start to finish?
What?
Fringe.
Fringe.
Probably my favorite show of all time.
Ah, never heard of it.
You've never heard of Fringe?
Yeah, I remember sometimes I've said I don't watch like normal TV.
Yeah, but you used to, probably back when Fringe was on.
For 2008? Oh man, that's a long time ago. Maybe, yeah.
So then...
No, I wouldn't have, because I wouldn't have had cable back then.
It was on Fox.
Yeah, I would think at that point...
Standard definition.
I would have moved out by that point, I think, and not had cable. I just had internet. Internet, video games, and movies, man. Lost got hit with the JJ lies. Lost ended up getting lost. Yeah, that's fair. Romans 44 says boss show Fringe. So what makes Fringe your favorite TV show? What about it?
It's sci-fi done really well for network TV. Joshua Jackson's amazing in it.
Mm-hmm.
John Noble is super good in it. And then it was just
good.
I don't know. It was. I mean, there was like all these different things about it. There was parallel universes. There was time jumping stuff. There was all the things that can be really hard to pull off, but then done so well.
Oh. Einhard 30 says, I remember falling asleep during the first episode of Fringe. That was the ultimate stamp of disapproval for me. Yikes. That's
You're
big.
Bad?
Yeah. Oh, hey, Quick Mithril. How's it going? I know the big thing I think that with TV shows, anything really, is like having to watch 3-episode rule, right? Because sometimes the first episode is you're kind of just learning the characters and what's going on in the world, and that you need 3 to kind of get into the plot, figure out what's going on, and go from there, right?
And I think sometimes, depending on certain things, it's actually like a 6-episode rule.
Ugh.
But those first 3 episodes have to be enough to carry you.
Yeah.
To give it, like, it can't be something where it's like, I don't know about this, I'll give it 6 episodes. It's not that. Yeah. It's more of a like, okay, this is interesting enough to see where it goes.
Yeah.
And then if it doesn't go anywhere in those 6 episodes, then, you know what I mean? Like, so it's not a matter of like, give it a shot, 6 episodes. It's get your appetite quit, and then if after 6 episodes it doesn't like move you.
Yeah. Say if by episode 3 you're not like somewhat intrigued, then that's it. Like anything more than that.
More than somewhat at 3.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what Nevada Night should do with some anime seasons. Is like, okay, watch all. We have like a whole big list. We'll watch all these ones, and by episode 3, we're kind of like, all right, are we dropping this or what? And most of the time we do drop it. Fringe was so good that Fox didn't cancel it in the first season. Ooh, that's pretty big. Yeah.
They made got 5 seasons or something.
Wow.
4 or 5. But here's the other thing. There is stuff in episode 1, our first season stuff, where after you've seen the entire, Lost, they had this whole, like, we knew where it was going the whole time, and you're sitting there like, no, you didn't.
I didn't, but...
Well, people, I mean, they were saying, like, oh, yeah, they had this all mapped out from the beginning, and just you wait. And people, were accusing them of flying by the seat of their pants kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Fringe pulled it off. Fringe has stuff that if you watch the entire thing, Plus, it had an homage to the Dark Tower.
Ooh. So what you're saying is Fringe had an actual storyboard.
Yeah.
Fringe had actual writers who knew what they were doing.
Fringe is one of those things where it's like, hey, we're hiring you for season 1. You won't be in it pretty much for the rest of the series. However, in our final season, you're going to be very important. And the person was just like, okay.
Ooh. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. I would argue the fact that Fox didn't cancel it shows it wasn't as good as others. Oh. The multi-year arc was well planned out in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. And then just the fact that there's like parallel universes and you meet the characters of the show in their parallel form as well.
Yeah. And
the acting of the actors is so good that you're like, okay, this is a different person, but also the same person in a parallel, just the acting chops in it was so good.
Yeah. Lost did not have everything mapped out. I think J.J. Abrams actually said during an interview that they keep making it for as long as people are interested. Oh.
I will say, though, that even though season 6 really... Oh, no! I think that's... Remember that thing we talked about earlier about running out?
Running out of battery? Yeah.
We're running out of the colors batter.
Oh, no.
Well, what happens?
Yeah. If you like Fringe, Mindhunters is good and has Olivia and the Observer actors in it. Not sci-fi, more psychological. Oh, I think I see clips about like Mindhunters all the time.
I don't think it's getting the 3rd season, is it?
I don't know. People figures out Lost during the 2nd season. JJ said they were wrong and guaranteed they were wrong. Guess what? They were right. Yikes. Now I'm thinking of the first episode of the rebooted Family Guy where Peter lists all the shows that could have been canceled. That would have been canceled before their show would come back, and all of them canceled. Wow.
Right. Well, I mean, I think it's because they were canceled at that.
Yeah.
Like, I think they was already canceled when they had that. Like, oh, then for us to come back. And, like, I don't think it was seeing the future. I think it was this is what happened.
Oh, that does not sound good. Well, the crinkling was bad. That was loud. Trying to mix colors on the fly now.
It was just a color I was using that is not. It's not redoable. I'm so heartbroken.
Oh.
Even though that's kind of a cool.
Yeah. Virtual Nico just started playing Isle Champions yesterday. Yet, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Just leaving it on the background. Welcome to the game. There's a lot going on in the game, so
right.
It is
a good way to start.
Yeah, it is an idle game, so leaving it on the background is definitely the way to go. If you're not on the Discord, definitely join the Discord. A lot of really helpful people there to help. If you have questions about anything in the game, really, they are the knowledge base there is very high. They will be very helpful too. So,
and then we've had a couple streams.
We have all our streams during the week.
Well, I meant like, oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
How many do Mars and Gar have in
total? Gar has 2, Mars has 1. And then we also have...
So one would say that is a couple, right?
Yeah, and then there's also Evergreen Champions.
That's true.
That have the...
Evergreen would be a perfect one to...
Yeah.
I was just referring to the community people, because Mars and Gar are community players, right? Originally?
Totally. Yep.
Yeah. So that's what I was referring to.
Okay.
That there are people who once also were...
Yeah, definitely. Was also... my brain just stopped. So after this show, which ends in about 15 minutes, we have Garwar's Guide to Everything at 1. Yeah, at 1. So that's another place to go, ask questions. Then he also has another show on Saturdays, which are generally focused on a single topic about the game, like events, Modron, formation building, whatever that week may be. And then on, is it Tuesdays or Wednesdays? Wednesdays is Evergreen? Yeah, Wednesdays is Evergreen Champions.
Yeah, Tuesday is Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, I always get those two mixed up. So Wednesday we have a show called Evergreen Champions, which is all about kind of like the new player experience. So it's one of our other people in marketing, Margaret and Satine Phoenix, who kind of play the game, and you kind of learn as you go. And a lot of questions, a lot of new players there. So great place to go if you're just kind of learning how to play the game. And then, of course, and then I saw Quick Mythil link to Discord. Thank you for that, Quick. Great place to go, hang out. There's a new players section you can go and just ask whatever question you want. Like, how does this work? Who is this champion? All those kind of things. And people will there to answer you. So, very helpful, very great place to go. Excellent resources. Yeah. Thanks, Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of places to go and learn on this stuff. There's a lot going on in the game. So, Lauren, I wish.
And then Friday with us is sort of your decompress. We just have fun. We have our content.
Yeah.
It's very much Idle Champion.
We make breakfast. We hang out.
We give you your GE and your buffs for the weekend. But then we just hang out with you.
Yeah.
Answer your Idle Champions questions, but also answer your questions about life.
Yeah, we're here. Yeah. We talk about a lot of things. Yeah.
Teach you how to throw a perfect pitch.
Go on, son. Go far. We'll throw the ball. Drax23, were the buffs leaked? Leaked? No. Told the whole public? Yes.
Presented? Yes.
Presented? Yes. Yeah. So this weekend's buff is the Fiery Minotaur weekend. So we are buffing Spurt with the Cinepult and Pack Tactics by 200%. Puent, we're buffing Count 'em Off and Gutbuster Recruits 200%. Jarlaxle, Master of Piracy and Master of Disguise 200%. Jamila, Frontline Fighter and Berserker Confidence 200%. And Torgar 400%. Just a nice big champion damage boost for him. And the golden epic for this weekend is going to be Torgar's Slot 2, which is his self DPS buff. What time does the weekend buff start? In 13 minutes. So at noon Pacific Daylight Time. Yes, we're on PDT still until like next week, I think.
Yeah, what is our time switching or just how we feel about it? Like it's still going to be 10 Pacific. Right?
I think it's still 10 Pacific, but I think
it's just an hour later for me.
Yeah, because we change. We changed, but you don't, right?
Yeah.
Is that good for you? You happy for that?
Well, here's the thing. Because we are not affected by daylight saving time.
Yeah.
We are super affected by it. Like because
everywhere else does.
All my family is not in Arizona.
Yeah.
Most of my friends that I communicate with so much are not in Arizona. So, like, it helps and it hurts sometimes. Like, for instance, Hank and I are only going to be an hour apart, which is cool because we've been streaming playing
Call of Duty.
Games. Call of Duty is definitely the one we've done first. We actually streamed on someone else's channel yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
I popped in while you guys were streaming. And I could hear Hank. I could not hear you.
You couldn't hear me?
No, I could if no one was talking, no one was shooting, I could hear you, but at any other given point, nah.
You should have said something. I would have made some adjustments.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now we're streaming on like YouTube, our YouTube channel. We are gonna eventually switch over to Twitch. But part of it is like working out bugs of how we do.
Hashtag abolish daylight savings time. Agreed.
Ready for the flirt?
Go for the flirt. Oh, it looks so good. That's 3 kobolds in a trench coat. Yay! This is the one when Dylan sent the email out, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Kobold's nice when it's 3 kobolds sneaking around a trench coat. What's not like? This is the best art.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, everyone's just, whoa, flip, gorgeous, nice, looks great, awesome, love it. It's Archon in middle school.
Guys, I don't know, I think we're going to get in trouble.
Yeah. That's a big one, too.
Yeah.
That's a bigger pancake. Yeah.
I wanted to do it the justice.
Yeah.
You and I were giddy over the DMs about how much we love that pancake being
there.
Yeah. I wanted to make it big enough that I could get the 3 kobolds to not be like this big.
Yeah. Garwar, we really need that champion game. Well, it's not a champion, but it's definitely the art was done in-house, so hopefully see it soon. The kobolds we've all really needed, yeah. we do need more kobolds. I do agree. Hydrophone. You got 10 minutes, Lee. You can do it.
That's why I'm gonna be sort of doing a
speed round.
A little bit of a speed round. Also, not necessarily the entire body.
Yeah. We need to be a champion. I do it. Yeah, that would be cool. Your ultimate would then swap each kobold around. Whichever one's on top is the one in control, and they all do different things.
Is that your idea or someone's?
Well, that part's my idea. Although it's probably been brought up before.
Tell your artists all about the things that you want them to do. No big deal. Your artist and your enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like every time I do this, it swaps out and it's a different.
Earthwell 629. When are we getting? So how did you get into pancake art?
I am a cook at a drug and alcohol treatment center in Phoenix, and I get bored sometimes, and am creative. So when it would be really slow, I would like make faces and things out of like sausage, hash browns. Like if I'd have one person ordering food, and a lull behind them, I would just kind of goof around and make faces out of the breakfast materials I had. And I had a resident that was helping me serve, and they were like, "Hey man, have you ever heard of pancake art?" And I had not, but I looked it up, and I did have a ton of pancake batter left over. So I sort of just grabbed these giant coffee filters that I had and took some pancake batter, put it in them, and just goofed around. And I mean, it was terrible, but really fun. So,
you gotta start somewhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's why when anyone's like, "Oh, I could never do that," like, man, I did it with a coffee filter and no experience, so it's not like I.
Yeah.
It's not like I was like, "Oh,"
you've been doing this
like an established painter or anything like that.
You've been doing this for a couple of years now, right?
Oh yeah, I've been doing this for about 5 years.
Yeah. See, anybody can get into it. It's a lot of practice.
Yeah. And frankly, you can get into it with no real practice if you're just doing it because you want to have fun with pancakes.
Yeah. You just do smiley faces and stuff, right? So.
But like any art, you will get a lot better at it and do a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
If you practice.
Yeah. Erstwhile 629 says, "That's awesome. I also work in the rehab field. It looks like a great hobby."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's all it was at first too, was a hobby to kind of keep my mind sane during the quiet moments, because like a lot of places like that, they hire from within. So I had my struggles in the past, and now
you're back, killing it.
Back. I started over complete. I did not do pretty much anything for my first run at things, but I did want to change my life, so I did.
It's tough. That kind of stuff is super tough, and I'm glad you're here, Lee.
Yeah, man. I got celebrated 6 years of sobriety on August.
Sorry, 6 years?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know I congratulated you then, but congratulations again.
Right.
Yeah. That's big. That stuff's hard to do. So. Lauren says, "We're glad you're here." Keystone Thunder says, "Awesomely," and Urshada says, "Congrats."
Oh, thank you.
And people are saying congratulations. Yeah. Eldoen says, "We want to see Shawn make a fan cake." Yeah.
We are working on it.
Yeah.
I can tell you that in-house, we are working on it.
Like in-house us or in-house pancakes?
bit of both.
A little bit of both.
In-house you,
yeah,
and that you're preparing your butt to do it. In-house us, we are figuring out the logistics of getting you set up.
Yeah, I 100% said I would pay for shipping for that stuff. So,
sure.
Yeah.
We're working it out.
Yeah.
Figuring out how to make that the best, because like you know that Canadian shipping, it's also about inventory. So we got we can get that to you. But
yeah. Oh man, the doors
I know
open.
that we're doing they're doing a big class today.
Oh.
Where they sent out like somewhere between 50 and 100 kits. I'm not sure. I think it's closer to 50.
Yeah.
But I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
They're doing a big thing, so that also has to do with the kind of inventory that we have.
Yeah.
Kits. We have to get more, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. With Liar's Night.
Yes.
Yeah. With Liar's Night ending on Monday, can you share the dates for Feast of the Moon yet? I think because this next coming week we have a content update. So content update on the Wednesday after the event, like always, and your free time gate. Then I think Feast of the Moon is just right afterwards, like the next following Wednesday. Can't say anything else about who's in it, but it should be 2 weeks. So not next week, but the week after. I'm pretty sure. Take it with a grain of salt in that one, but. Oh! Ready for the best blue boy. I never came up with for what color Grovel was. So I never came up with a color for what Grovel was. I think I made him like a.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I think the mini I made for him was like I think he was black, not blue or red or anything. I think that was the mini, or he was purple.
So maybe I just make Grovel right now.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
Ready for the flip?
Yeah, go for it. Hey, oh god, where'd my thing go? Cobalt and Icewind Dale tend to be a little more freezer friendly. Don't worry if you don't get to. Oh yeah, they tend to be a bit more freezer friendly. There was an extra bit that I was going to reading. I was like, oh wait a minute, no.
That was a for you bit.
That was a for me bit. Yeah, that was not separated. That's good. Okay. Oh, Sasha said congratulations. I missed that.
Thanks, Sasha.
All right. Okay. Well, one last question. Nefarious 14. Remind us, Lee, do you use regular batter and mix it yourself with standard food coloring?
Yeah. When I do the art style for pancakes, I will use a pre-mix batter. Just because when you're working on textures and things like that, you want to make sure it's totally right. The best way to do that is when it's just add or use less water as opposed to add more egg, add more this.
Yeah.
So personally, I really like the Krusty's brand. You can use any, but I find that it is just white batter, so it
takes the colors really well.
It takes the colors really well. There are some that are a little more of like a yellow hue, so you have to use like white food coloring if you're trying to get whites and things like that. So
cool. And then of course the icing gel food coloring that gets used for the coloring. Huh?
I use icing gel food coloring, which is a little bit more concentrated and thick, as opposed to like the liquid food coloring that you can find like at any store, because you have to use so much more of that to get good color, and it can burn. So.
Yeah. But I said it right this time, right? I didn't mess that one up.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, you did great. You did great.
Thank you. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for the words of encouragement. All right. Well, that is going to be it for today. October 30th, the day before Spooky Halloween. Thank you for coming to hang out with us today. Always. We love having you guys around. It makes my Friday that much better. Of course, thank you for playing Isle Champions and just playing Dungeons and Dragons. The game is great. Both games are great. They're fantastic. How could you not? This show exists because of a number of amazing people behind the scenes, including our co-producer, Sasha. As well as our partners at Dungeons & Dragons, Greg, Bart, Pelham, Allison, Shalling, and Lisa. Don't forget, in 1 hour at 1 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, you got Tune In for Garwood's Guide to Everything, where he talks about everything out of Champions. All right, we'll see you all then. Bye, guys!